Welcome to Brno, Czech Republic.
Yeah, we're excited to be here. This is our first stop in the Czech Republic. Prague is next, but first, we've got to check this city out. It looks fantastic.
Right now we are walking up the hill to what we believe is a castle, and so far the views are beautiful.
Yeah, and we'll get the name of that castle when we get up there.
Put it down below.
We just landed, we just stopped. We haven't quite done all of our research yet, but we'll get there.
So it's not a bad walk up here at all, but one thing we are noticing is you can drive up here if you want to be able to just drive up and you have a car.
Yeah, and bring your phone too. They've got little placards where you can scan the UVC and you get all kinds of information. I forgot my phone because Carrie forgot to remind me to bring it.
Yeah.
So I don't have a phone, she does, so she's gonna start using it because I need the information.
Now this area here is actually what we have a view from our hotel, which is a really pretty view. It's kind of off in the distance, but we're gonna give you a tour of our hotel in a little bit as well because we highly recommend
Our
it.
historic hotel.
Yes.
Now we got tickets for Lookout Tower and the World Chapel. We'll put pricing down below for all of this. You can pick different things you want to do and they all cost different prices. This is the one we picked.
This is, yeah, there was also the museum you could go into, which costs more, but that's just not really our thing. So pick the one that suits us best.
The Spilberk Castle and Fortress. The Spilberk Castle, built in the 13th century by the Czech king Přemysl Otakar II as his residence and fortress to protect the royal city of Brno.
So that is really cool. So in every language, well not every, but multiple languages, you can pick the part of the castle or the part of this area that you want to learn about, and then you just press the number and then it explains it all to you. Very cool. love a place that offers beer, and there are so many options up here.
Okay, we're gonna walk the outer wall. Now you notice there is a railing. We were in Obados, Portugal, and there was no railing, and there's no way I'm gonna walk it. It's not safe. They're inviting you to fall, and I'm not doing it. See? You can't fall.
Although it's not far down.
It is true. You break an ankle easy.
One of the things about coming up here, which is always cool, and especially for us, we always look for, is it is free to come up and just walk around the grounds, which are really expansive and beautiful.
Yeah, we didn't really need to pay for what we did, but we did it for you. It wasn't about us. But you can do the museum. I think that might be worth it. And make sure you bring your phone. It's very interactive. There are some stations where you can push a button and just listen to the history. A bunch of different languages you can pick from. So if you don't speak English, you've got other options.
Yeah, and if you want a great view over the city, this is the place to come. Make sure and come up here and take a look.
And it is about 2:30, so we're gonna go grab a beer, you think?
Sounds pretty good.
You thirsty? Let's get a beer. Filled with 69. You know where Seattle? You know where Seattle is at? California? Straight up from California. You should come visit. You should come visit. Wow, this is probably the best spot we've ever had for a beer.
This has to be one of the better views for a beer.
Yeah, and you know, if you're not into beer, that's okay because they've got plenty of juice, lemonade, tea,
Everything.
ice cream.
Yeah.
So they've got everything for you up here. So come on up. This is great.
Oh, and it looked like there is going to be some kind of play or show later, so we may come back and check that out. I don't know. Sometimes we get really big ideas for the evening hours and then it doesn't happen, so we'll see. Okay, so while we were having our beers, we looked down at the time because we hadn't even noted that, and realized that it was only about a little bit past 11 a.m.
Yeah,
So
that's okay.
maybe a little before 2:30.
Maybe it's a little bit early, but we've made a rule that it's above 75 degrees. It's okay to drink beer. And there's something about drinking Czech beer in the Czech Republic that makes it taste a lot better.
So
it was
good.
also about half the price as those beers we were drinking back home in Bellingham in that last video. So I don't know, it just tasted fantastic.
Yeah, those beers we got 2 beers for $7. So yeah, can't beat that. All right, so now we mentioned how our hotel is, we have a view of the castle. We are almost to our hotel, which was barely down the hillside, and our hotel is actually in between the castle and Old Town.
Yeah, it's
So
directly across the street from both.
Ideal location.
Yeah.
So we are going to show you our hotel now.
Now, this place is fantastic. First of all, their breakfast here at the International Hotel is the best breakfast I've ever had in any hotel. Not just in the last 2 years of our world travel, but my 53-year history. It's really, really good. But this place is kind of cool. It's newly renovated. You got the little toilet room here, separate from the bathroom and the shower.
Okay, we have to show you the shower thing though. See how you can see Brian over there? So we thought this was very strange to start. You just push a little button and then that happens. You can still kind of see his shadow, but he can't see you in the shower, which is really nice. Coffee maker, always a plus.
Now this is a big deal for Carrie. We each get our own comforter. So I don't take her blankets in the middle of the night, which she really, really likes.
I do. Yeah, super spacious room. Work desk there, which is great. Now we mentioned to you how central this hotel is, and by the way, this is Brno International Hotel. But now, so you enter on one side, the castle is right behind us, and then you go out another door on the back side of the hotel, and it takes you right to Old Town. So it's so super convenient.
I'd say pretty centrally located.
Very centrally
across the street from both.
Yes.
Those things are always a little tricky.
Now when we got to Brno last night, it was about 7 o'clock at night. We were starving, we were thirsty, and we went out and kind of just walked right into the old town. And we were thinking to ourselves, I don't know how much there is to this town because we are fast moving around, so we hadn't done a ton of research on every location. But now, exploring today, there's a ton to see and do here.
There's a lot more to it than we anticipated.
There is.
We did watch a few videos recently, and you know, watching YouTube videos is fantastic. We encourage you to do it as much as you can. But you really don't get a feel for this city unless you're here taking part in it.
Right.
And there's a lot more to do here than we anticipated.
And it is beautiful. So there is a tower on this, the top of this church that you can pay to go up in. It's not a bad price at all. When it's under
like $2, right?
Yeah, about $2. So if you want to get another overview of the city, that would be a great place to go into. We've kind of seen it, and we also hear there might be a rooftop bar in town, so we're gonna go to that one maybe instead.
We're gonna do the rooftop bar instead of the church.
Shocking. standout right away that we are seeing here is that this old town feels like a lived-in old town. It doesn't just feel like a touristy old town. So we're really liking that. Tons of shopping to do. Tons of shopping to do.
It just seems like, I don't think Brno is a real tourist place to travel to. So it just seems more quiet, quaint. Like you were saying, a little more lived in by the locals rather than just massive tourists everywhere taking pictures.
Which is definitely what we look for, so it's kind of a really cool place. Yeah, we're enjoying it.
I mean, we are tourists, so we're completely annoying, we get it. But this place seems a lot quieter.
But we don't look for the tourists.
Okay, now this is the chronometer. It's a clock, and it's kind of tricky to figure out how to take time on this clock. I haven't seen anybody able to do it yet, including myself. There are clocks all over the city. Pick one. What I like to do is I like to use my cell phone and just look down and see, oh, it happens to be 2:30, so we're gonna go grab a beer and try and figure out how to use this thing.
So we came into the, I think it's called Spilberk brewery.
That was right.
And I think we both got that same thing. Did we get the unfiltered?
I think you got something different than I got.
So I got their unfiltered little baby beer. I didn't want to commit to
fully committed.
Their bitter beer. So give it a try. It's actually really good. It's not, it's honestly not that bitter. It's because bitter beers are pretty common from where we're from, and I like them, so it's really good. Very tasty. Yeah. He likes anything with the beer. We are ready for some food. We hope we found like the most traditional place that we can find here. But right away, one thing I see on the menu is meals to accompany beer. So Ryan is in the right spot.
Okay, now that was delicious.
So
that was authentic.
We're so stuffed.
Czech food. I'm certain of it. We are stuffed. I've got plenty of sauerkraut in me too. It was delicious. So that whole meal with the beers and a tip cost $27 US, and to me that's a bargain.
Yeah, totally well worth it. Yeah, we will probably be going to that place a couple more
We'll probably
times
go
while
back.
we're here.
Yeah,
so
for
we only
sure.
have a few days here, so we'll see. But kind of excited, so we kind of have a new plan.
Yes.
We had told you that we were not going to be making it to Austria this time around, and this morning I was thinking about day trips that we can do from here, and when I was looking at a map, we were actually really close to Vienna and found out it's only an hour-and-a-half train ride. So we are heading there tomorrow and going to do a very jam-packed day trip to Vienna.
So stay tuned for that. This video has come to an end.
Yes.
So thanks for watching. We'll see you in Vienna.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Now when we got to, oh wait, where are we at?
Brno.